Hi, I'm John Hornick. Welcome to lesson 42 of Chef's Apprentice, learning to cook like a pro, one small plate at a time. This lesson is Oyster Jello. This is an over-the-top, cutting-edge first course that combines the succulent taste of oysters with the wine often served with them, Sauvignon Blanc or Sancerre. This dish can be converted to oyster jello shooters by using shot glasses instead of martini glasses. Here you will learn to use gelatin to make a gelled liquid. You will further refine your delicate touch to determine just when to add the oysters so that they're suspended and do not sink to the bottom. Techniques today are chopping, bringing to a boil and simmering, working with gelatin and making a savory gelatin, seasoning, creative plating, and garnishing. So let's start cooking. Okay, let's talk about the mise en place for lesson 42, oyster shooters. We're going to need about 2 cups of a good Sauvignon Blanc or Sancerre. The French version of Sauvignon Blanc is Sancerre. It doesn't matter what brand you use, but it should be a decent Sauvignon Blanc. You'll need about 2 cups of that. We'll also need to have some Knox gelatin. This is unflavored, and we're going to need 1 packet of Knox gelatin. We're going to need a pinch of cayenne pepper. Also, 8 oysters that have been freshly shucked, which I have here, keeping them on ice until I'm ready to use them. About 2 tablespoons of finely chopped shallots, kosher salt, peppermill, about 1 tablespoon of chopped chives, and we'll also need to have about 1 cup of hot water. So I'm just going to put on the tea kettle when the time comes, and we'll have I'll put more than 1 cup in there, but we'll need about 1 cup of hot water. That's all of the ingredients. I'll come back and show you what equipment we need for lesson 42. All right, for equipment, we're going to need a cutting board and a chef's knife. We'll need to have a saucepan to heat up the white wine and burn off the alcohol. Need to have a measuring cup. Now, we don't use measuring cups a lot in this course, but since we're using the gelatin, I want to be fairly precise in the measurements so that we're sure that it works. We'll also need a mixing bowl and either a wooden spoon or a metal spoon. I'm not sure which one's going to work better, so I have both of them here. Need to have martini glasses for plating. The description calls for 8 martini glasses. It's 1 oyster per person. And then we'll need to have a larger spoon for plating. All right, that's all the equipment we'll need. Right now, come back and start cooking. Okay, so here we are at the stove. We're going to pour 2 cups of white wine into the saucepan. Then we're going to bring it to a boil. Oops, wrong burner. There we go. When it comes to a boil, we're going to reduce the heat and simmer it for 5 to 10 minutes because we want to burn off the alcohol. Now, I don't want to reduce the amount of wine that we have, so as soon as it comes to a boil, I'm going to turn the heat down to a simmer so it's no longer evaporating any of the wine. Okay, so we've just come to a boil. We're going to reduce the heat to low and let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes to burn off the alcohol. Well, we've been simmering for about 7 minutes, so now we're going to turn off the heat. We're going to chill this in the refrigerator until it is refrigerator temperature. All right, so we've chilled the white wine. I've taken 1 cup of the wine and I've put it in the mixing bowl. There was a little bit less than 1 cup left in this pan because a little bit of it evaporated when we were simmering it. So I added enough water to bring it back to 1 cup left in the pan. All right, so now what we're going to do is take the gelatin, open the package, and just sprinkle the gelatin onto the top of this cold wine. Okay, then we're going to let it sit for 5 minutes. Okay, now we're going to add 1 cup of hot water and stir it up. We want to add a pinch of cayenne pepper, just a light sprinkling, and a little salt. Stir that up a little bit more. Now we want to stir in the remaining wine. And taste. Good. Okay, next thing we're going to do is to chill that until it just starts to set. So we're going to have to check it periodically and to see when it just starts to set. So we're going to break now, come back in just a little bit. Okay, so the gelatin has set. It's just starting to set, still kind of loose, which is what we want. You can see that the cayenne pepper is suspended in there. If it looks like it's all sunk to the bottom, you can stir it up as it's starting to gel until it's suspended. And if it sinks again, wait till it's gelled a little bit more and then stir it up some more until the cayenne pepper is nicely distributed and suspended in the gel. Okay, so now it's time to plate. We're going to take 1 martini glass to start, and we're going to put the gelatin into the bottom of it. Now, you're going to be doing 8 of these, so plan accordingly in terms of your portioning of the gel. Okay, now we're going to take a glass and we're going to take 1 oyster, place it into the center, and press it down into the gel a little bit so it's submerged. If your if your oyster sinks to the bottom, you haven't gelled it enough. Put it back in the refrigerator for a little while. By the way, it's going to take about 2 or 3 hours to gel. Then we want to sprinkle a little bit of shallot on top, and then a little bit of chives, and a twist of black pepper. So there we have it. That's lesson 42, oyster jello. You can see photos of the final dish at my Instagram, which is @chefsapprentice, cook like a pro. Next up is clams on the beach. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.